Hey everybody, I'm back on day 5 actually of returning to work. Didn't get a chance to record anything for day 4, so I'll give a quick recap of day 4. It was another day that I had planned the night before, set my schedule, got up on time. I was a little different because we had just a follow up coffee appointment with the bereavement nurse from the hospital. So that was good, but it did change my mindset a little bit for the day. It got me back into the mode of thinking about it. On top of it, it was actually 3 weeks to the day and 3 weeks to the time that we had the original ultrasound appointment where we found out Aurora had died in the womb. So I was dealing with that, and that's just how my mind works in general. I always think about what was I doing a week ago at this time? What was I doing a month ago? What was I doing last year? Again, that's just personally me and how my mind has always worked. But, especially with that kind of circumstance, like losing your daughter to a stillbirth, obviously every Thursday at 11, that was the time of the ultrasound appointment. I think I'll be thinking about that for a while. But anyway, the appointment was good, and we were talking, and it was a great just time to talk things over. I got home and I was actually feeling pretty good. I saw there was a meeting, a work-related meeting that I wasn't sure if it was happening or not. I saw it was, so I felt good. I said, hey, let me jump on this meeting. And it was good. Here's what you're going to have to, prepare yourself for, as you go back to work and as you get back into the thick of things. As I record this, it's late 2021. We're still in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. So the meeting I'm referencing was a Zoom meeting. And, one of the other people on the meeting had a babysitting issue or something along those lines and had his little, 2 or 3 year old daughter in his arms for the meeting. And, he was oblivious to it. And I think most people would be, unless you've gone through something like this. And it was hard, but it was almost like my fight or flight took over, and I just marched through the meeting as if, nothing had happened in my life, and I was, contributing and, volunteering for a presentation we had coming up. And that's where I think I ran into some trouble. Because it's like it's a presentation next week. It's early Monday morning. It's 7:30 in the morning on a Monday. And I was, now I had committed to that. I had committed to a few other meetings already for next week. So I started just feeling a little overwhelmed. Other people were reaching out to me saying, hey, can we meet on this day and this day? And all of a sudden I was thinking about it, just looking at the week ahead. And I was starting to feel overwhelmed. This week, as I've been talking about, I've been taking it mostly easy. Yes, getting up, doing my routine, sitting down in front of my computer at my desk, but not really pushing myself that hard. And I believe there has to be a progression. I know I have to work my way back up to where, there were hard things every single day of the week. But to have that already, that big week coming together already for just week 2 back, I started to just feel really overwhelmed. I also ran into some personal things that I just had to do. I had some bills that I had been ignoring for the past few weeks, with everything going on that I had to go pay, other responsibilities I have. I'm the treasurer of my church, so I had to go make a deposit because they have been piling up the last few weeks as far as the collection goes. And, we even had been planning all week to stop by Aurora's grave. We had some roses from a memorial walk that we took part in for people who deal with infant loss. and we had, some roses that we wanted to put by her grave, and a couple others. We had found a couple other graves for, an infant son and an infant daughter from, 1950. So we had a few roses we've been meaning to put there. The weather hasn't been great all week. We finally had a chance to go to the cemetery on a nice day. So long story short, the day just got away from me pretty quickly, other than that meeting and a few other minor things. Before I knew it, the day was gone. So I wasn't feeling that great last night. And then I think a lot of, just negative feelings, feeling of sadness, just replaying everything in my head and missing my daughter. I really didn't have a great night last night. I was just sort of down in the dumps, staring at, I was in the shower like for a really long time last night, just staring at the bottle of shampoo, probably for like 10 minutes. So one thing led to another, and needless to say, I didn't really feel up for planning a very productive Friday. And because I didn't take the time to plan the next day like I like to do, it led to a not so productive Friday.